I was kind of afraid to say no, so I just let him come in with me. He kept trying to tickle me, and I would ask him to stop, or I'd say, "What are you doing?" And he would be like, I'm not tickling you," and he would get very serious.
What is up? It's iCkEdMeL, and you know we got to get into this Bryan Kohberger's Tinder date from 2015. Now, they were both psych majors at the time. She's a nurse now. They went on a date, I think, to the movies, and they go back to her dorm, and this guy freaks her out. We're going to take a look at some of the TikTok videos because there's more explanation on there than there is on Inside Edition. Make sure you check out Data Seal, my sponsor, a service that I personally use to protect my family from the crazies online, the people that are doxing and harassing and stalking all these people. Protect yourself. Check out the free scan. Your information is being sold by data brokers all the time. It's easy for anybody to look up your information using people search websites. They can find your home address, date of birth, email address, phone number. Dataseal.io is the data removal and monitoring service I trust to remove my information from the internet. Click the link below and use the code 5OFFALL to save 5% off your Dataseal subscription. Let's check it out. Hit the like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications.
Well, one lady came forward and said she had a date with Bryan. Then,
Hey, it's me, the girl that went on a Tinder date with Bryan. A lot of people have been trying to dox me, specifically on Reddit.
Get that data seal because these people nuts. Get data seal.
But I never thought the comments that I made on Hobot News would make it to TikTok or Reddit or literally anything. But here we are. So I thought I would make this because a lot of people are just saying things that are not true at all. My interactions with Bryan were very brief. I don't know much about him. My total interactions with him were like 24 hours. We matched on Tinder. We talked for a couple hours, and then he was like, "Hey, you want to go to the movies with me tonight?" And I was like, "Sure." So
a gentleman.
So we
really.
went to the movies. Honestly, I don't even remember what movie we saw. We ended up going back to my dorm, and he kind of invited himself inside. I thought he was just going to drop me off, but that was not the case.
I'll come inside. Thank you.
He kind of invited himself inside, and I was just like, okay, I went along with it.
Hell nah.
So he wanted to watch another movie on Netflix, and I said, sure. He kept trying to touch me, not like inappropriately, just like trying to tickle me and like rub my shoulders and stuff. And I was like,
the tickle thing is kind of weird. I couldn't imagine trying to pull it off like on a Tinder date. Like, that's what I was talking about, like the lack of self-awareness and stuff.
Why are you touching me, or what are you doing? And he would just like get super serious, and he's like, I'm not. And
that's the whole thing. It reminds me of like the bartender too. The whole thing with the like this guy's like creeping on women when he's confronted. He's like, "What are you talking about? No, I'm not." What? How dare you? Weirdo.
And I'm like, you are though. And he's like, I'm not touching you. Kind of like trying to gaslight me into thinking that he didn't touch me, which is weird. But then I was like, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom quick. And he was like, okay. And then he followed me to the bathroum, which I thought was kind of weird. So like in the dorm there was like a shared bathroom. He didn't go in with me, but like he stood outside the door and like,
damn,
I don't know.
Was he like listening with his ear pressed against the door? Like, damn, this guy's a real creep. But it's a weird stark comparison to some of the other people. The guy that his stoner guy that he was hanging out with at the pizzeria doing heroin. Yeah, he's a nice guy, man. He's really cool.
I just thought that was weird. And I was like, I need to get this dude to leave. Like
allegedly,
just not into it. So I proceeded to pretend to throw up to get him to leave. It wasn't because I was scared of him or like thought he would hurt me if I asked him to leave. It was just mostly because I'm socially awkward, didn't know how to ask him to leave. So that's what I did. He ended up messaging me on Tinder that he was gonna go, and I was like, awesome. My plan worked.
Amazing.
And then about an hour later, he texted me and said I had good birthing hips. So I never talked to him.
Damn, good birthing hips. Woo. All right. So let's check out some of the responses. There's she's been replying to people.
People in the comments are crazy. So a lot of people are upset that I don't remember what movie I saw with Bryan.
How dare you! Gotta love how the internet keeps ripping apart everyone except him.
I challenge you to remember a movie that you saw on a random night 7 years ago. So what I can remember is that when he mentioned going to the movie, that he already had a movie in mind. I remember it was some kind of action movie, and I can tell you that I did not care to see it, but I went anyway. And that was that. I want to say it had Bruce Willis in it, but don't quote me on that. A lot of people are also overlooking the fact that this was 7 years ago. Yes, I am currently married. I started dating my now husband in August of 2015.
This is why people don't come forward. Why nobody's speaking up? Cause y'all crazy.
Now husband and I broke up from November of 2015 and March of 2016. My now husband in August of 2015. My now husband and I broke up from November of 2015 and March of 2016. And in between that time, I went on a couple Tinder dates, and one of them was with Bryan.
So the sleuth was tracking her down. I guess they must have said she was lying or something like that. So she had to now disclose and prove herself to the crazies online.
I'm not a swinger, and I am not a polygamist.
Oh my
no
God.
hate to those that are, but just to clear that up. Also, a lot of people are shaming me for allowing him inside.
Oh Lord, now they're coming for her.
I didn't really allow him inside. When he parked his car, I kind of just assumed that he wanted to sit and talk, because you can't really talk to someone during a movie date.
I think those are the worst first dates in my opinion. Back when I was younger, that'd be the type of thing, but now it's like, nah, I actually want to talk. Let's go do something fun, you know?
So we did sit and talk in his car for a while. And then when I mentioned going inside, he was like, oh, I'll go with you. And I was just like, okay. Like, he just seemed really excited about it. I don't know.
I'll come inside.
I was 19 and stupid. I did a lot of stupid things with men from Tinder. And no, I did not sleep with him. Yeah, that's that.
Can we see the photos you had on your Tinder 7 years ago?
Oh, I don't remember exactly what pictures I had on Tinder, and I tried getting access to my Tinder account, and I couldn't figure out what my login is, and I probably just deleted the account. But these are some pictures of what I looked like then. This is a selfie I took. I probably use this one. Here is another selfie
Somebody said you actually look very similar to one of the girls, like he has a type.
I took. I miss that jacket forever. This is a picture of me that I posted on every social media for whatever reason, because I thought I was so cute. But this is me in my McDonald's uniform from when I was at Penn State. This is exactly what I would have looked like when I went on the date with him, because this picture was taken only a couple days after. This is also me. This is one of my senior pictures. Thought I was hot shit, so definitely posted this everywhere. And another one of my senior pictures that I definitely posted everywhere.
So she's over here. I didn't need to include this in the video, but homeboy says, the red hair told me all I needed to know. Gotcha.
Bro, why are you dressed like you're 13?
Oh, hell no.
When you look like that.
Let's go. Let's go. So I guess the mob's continuing. Tinder, and she didn't let him touch her? I don't think so.
This is a really weird take, especially coming from another woman. Just because you go on a date with someone from Tinder doesn't mean that you hook up. I've been on plenty of Tinder dates where I didn't hook up with anyone, so.
Another comment from the mob, and honestly, man, I mean, it's cool. She's snapping back. She has the right to do that. But these people online, bro, they're relentless. You know, they're ruthless. He said here, aging definitely did you dirty.
Actually, what did me dirty is years of undiagnosed chronic illness. And my weight yo-yoing between having PCOS and having gastroparesis. Next time, I encourage you, if...
And Haley, you look great. I don't know what all the other stuff, porosis and all that stuff, but you look great. Don't let these people bring you down.
Being mean is something that you need to do. That you find...
Show it up, yo! Oh, well, let's listen to what she said.
Find someone that isn't already meaner to themselves.
I'm not sure if I took what she said correctly, but I think she was talking about like how people are their own worst critics, and so you can't really say anything to me that I haven't already thought myself or something like that. And I'm that way myself, like my own worst critic. You know, the people can say whatever they want. Maybe if that's what she's saying. But, and I think I kind of want to show this too, because, and I'm being kind of tongue in cheek to make it kind of a little bit fun, but to also really just show how crazy and insane the internet mob is, the people online, and the same people complaining, why is nobody coming forward? Why is nobody saying nothing? Or the same people, as soon as they come forward, they're being attacked. They're being harassed. The roommates being stalked by the Daily Mail and some other, whatever, other media. I don't know if it's just them. They're taking pictures out of this lady's house. They're following her around. She's going to get Starbucks. They're taking, allegedly jogging. I don't know if that was her jogging, but all kinds of stuff. This person here says, what is the point of even bringing this to the public's attention? If your interactions were so short, what's the point?
The point of me bringing this to the public's attention is the fact that there were untrue rumors going around about me just because I posted one Facebook comment about how I went on a date with him. That
is true. There was a Facebook comment and I saw a Reddit post.
People were saying I was his ex-girlfriend and that I knew more than I was saying. And the other point is to just be aware of who you're meeting up with, and maybe save another 19-year-old girl from being stupid. I was lucky that he didn't hurt me, and I was lucky that no one else I went on a Tinder date with hurt me, but things could have ended very differently.
So I think you guys get the gist. I want to play, I think, 2 more video clips. The other ones are just her responding to the trolls, and, you know, we got the drift of that. But this one here, and it says, wow, really necessary after he brutally took 4 lives.
I am not at all trying to undermine the fact that Bryan was arrested and is under trial for killing these people. However, if a couple months ago someone lined up every single Tinder date I've been on and said to me, which one of these people do you think would end up being a murderer? Bryan would have not been my first or second choice. And I feel like that says a lot about what people, specifically women, have to go through when meeting people.
Me too. I'm just kidding. Got it.
Online.
A lot of weirdos on Tinder, huh?
Now, when I went on Tinder dates, I was 18, 19. I was young. I was stupid. I thought I was invincible. I did not take any safety precautions when going on dates with these people from Tinder that I did not know. And I think it's important that we talk about that. If the fact that Bryan is not my scariest Tinder date, I think that sends a message to people that they need to take precautions when they're going on dates. You never know who these people are and what they're capable of. I was so lucky that I was never hurt. I was never raped by anyone I went on a Tinder date with. However, it could have been me. I could have been the one hurt. I could have been killed. I could have been raped. And I did not take any precautions to prevent that from happening to me. So I am very fortunate that none of that happened to me. So my original point of my original video was just to dispel any rumors that I was his ex-girlfriend and that I know things that apparently I'm not telling, which is untrue. However, I think I'm reverting the point to being that you never know who you're meeting up with when you're meeting someone online. So taking precautions is the simplest thing that you can do to keep yourself safe. And I hope some teenage girl that was like me, that thinks she's invincible, sees this, sees my story, and realizes the importance of keeping herself safe.
And somebody here said, would you mind sharing about his behavior at the movie and in the car? Always creepy, normal at all? Did he hold conversation?
His behavior at the movies and in the car was totally normal. He was really polite to the employees, which is something I think most women take note of. He held doors open for me.
Oh, okay.
Nothing really seemed off until we got back to my dorm and he parked his car.
Okay.
We were sitting and talking.
So on some Dahmer shit, all normal and stuff until you get back to the apartment, I guess.
A while, still seemed normal, but then when I mentioned like going inside, that's when he kind of took a turn and he got like creepy and yeah, I mean, he was able to hold a conversation. He was quiet, but not shy. So like, I feel like I had to initiate a lot of the conversation, but he wasn't like soft-spoken or anything.
Man, you guys tell me your thoughts about this whole Tinder thing. Do you believe her? Do you not? I believe her. And also, these dating apps are pretty dangerous. There was one story that my friend sent me today that was posted on Law and Crime about this Texas guy that was taking people. He took a Bumble date. Took her against her will. Held her for 5 days against her will. So comment down below, share some of your stories, share some of your insight, what you thought. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications. Sorry that I haven't really been on today. Love you guys. Peace.